All right, let us party up. And then, yep. Got that. How's it going, everybody? Welcome, welcome, welcome. How are you nerds doing? Let me see. I think YouTube might be a little screwy, but I don't think I'm dropping frames elsewhere, so I'm going to have to keep on chugging. Let me say hello to everyone. How you doing, Matthew? Congratulations on your first. How you doing, Steve? How you doing, Horror Loving? Let me give you a noise. There we go. Yeah, it'd be weekend how time. Hell yeah. How you doing? Everyone on YouTube, be hunky-dory after this. I'm gonna probably just work on all these randomly. I'm gonna start with the metal, and then we'll go from there. Gotta lean in a little bit. Gotta get a better look at some stuff. Well, hopefully you guys have had I haven't taken a Saturday off in a while. So yesterday was fuck. We got an ad break. 205 stream streak. Holy shit. Let's go. Excellent. I will wait for the ad break, and then I will describe what my day will be. What my day will be, and has been doing. Yeah, I'm sorry I inflict that on you. Let's see. Got a little bit Oh god, everything's breaking the stream. Hold on. Where's the yapper? Hey, let me get the yapper while my phone cools down. What? Man, I can't have my iPhone break right now. I don't got the money to replace it. Oh, please, iPhone, hang on. You gotta hang on for a little while longer. Let me get a little yapper dude while we're waiting. Stuff. How you doing, Style? How you doing? Welcome. All right, so my phone is overheated, so I'm going to have to do this. Yeah, probably. Maybe I do got to get like a little cooling stand. I don't know. Usually it's fine. I don't know. Like usually, like when it has overheated, it was not instantly. I don't know what the fuck is going on there. So we'll figure out what's going on with that. But yeah, Sword World was a lot of fun. I enjoyed it. It's weird because like running it is actually pretty simple. It's not that wild to actually run. And I don't. Yeah, it's like so I have an iPhone 12. I got it because I was like, yeah, this is the Vtuber tech I need. Get all the fun blend shapes and whatnot. And it is aged quite a bit. Like I was not realizing that phone is now like 4 years old. Because like I haven't had like a major reason to use it. Okay. Phone is kicked back on. Like too many apps running? Hold on. If I can close down a bunch of things, and it looks like it's. Yeah, no, I was running a bunch of stuff on there. Okay. I'm gonna give it a little up. Is I moving? Is I schmoving? Ah, there we go. There we go. Well, usually the screen brightness, what's it called? The screen brightness goes down anyway. All right, we're back. Yippee! All right, let's go. How you doing, Moss? How you doing? I had a little bit of technical fuckery, but we be doing good. We be doing good. I need to keep an eye on my battery though. But yeah. But yeah, so Sword World's really interesting as a system because it's like, it's got a billion splat books. It's got so many character options. Oh yeah, no, hold on. Yeah, let's the Echo Yapper was really good. I'll just leave him in the corner. He's a very good lad. He's a very good lad. But yeah, I had a lot of fun with the Sword World one shot. The tricky thing is I was not expecting it to be 6 hours. Which isn't a bad thing. It was basically we got ran through like a whole like little adventure, a little beginner's adventure thing. It was pretty fun. It was actually like really like there was like a kind of really fun JRPG to it that I really enjoyed. Like at one point, like there were like a thug guy was trying to go in, like break into a lady's house because she like owed money and stuff like that. And we were like, hey, don't do that. And then the guy who's charged up on magical crystals just breaks a bunch of stuff on the ground and summons ghasts. And I'm like, fuck yeah, let's go. This is excellent. Yeah, I guess it was true. I'm so used to the length of my one-shots, I forgot that, like, honestly, a 3-4 hour one-shot's kind of rare-ish. Like Mickey ran it good. It was not, like, badly ran or anything. He did great. But, like, I was just, the length threw me off. Yeah, he was like like random boss fight. He was also weirdly strong. We tapped out of MP really quickly in that. It was brutal. But it was a fun game. I probably will put it on stream it at one point. I like this guy's just like one shoe. He's got one shoe because he's like a edgy boy. But yeah, so I did that, and I did not get between that and yard work. I got none of the. So, for context, my 5th VTubing anniversary is technically tomorrow, but I'm going to be running a stream on probably on Saturday. I need to prep some shit for that. I'm hearing train noises. There's not a train near me. What the hell? At least as far as I'm aware. Apparently not. But yeah. Thank you. Yeah, I gotta do. I'm torn because like I don't have anything like wild prepared, so like this is going to be a very low-key chill one. This is I did look up last time the conversion between dogs and human years to dog years, and it's basically 35. So yeah, in VTuber years, I'm going to assume it uses the dog year tracks. I'm going to be 35 this year in VTuber and people years. Very excited. Very excited. Yeah, the hype train is real and it is coming for me. But yeah, so yeah, I want to do something. I want to get some stuff. The thing I really want to do, this is gonna sound dumb, but I kind of want to do like a stats. I want to do like a stats stream, like not like how many points of models I've painted over 5 years, or like what games I've played through, like just like a big tally. I don't know why I enjoy those kind of things. Like I enjoy seeing like numbers like that. So like. Maybe you guys consider that you watch me do shit. Probably have a similar sort of like brain pattern. So I need to actually like take all my minis out that I've painted in the last 5 years. Because I did at year 3, I did a picture like where I just showed all my minis. It filled a table. I'm going to have to take multiple table pictures of all the minis I've painted on stream. And then I'm going to have to like put them in like a probably new recruit to calculate points. How you doing, Irish Jacob? How you doing? Welcome. So yeah, I was hoping to do a bit more of that. This and it did not happen. How you doing, Ars? How you doing? So I'll be preparing next week, frantically waiting for Saturday. But think about the stats. I'm pretty excited. I do, like I said, I do like seeing that kind of stuff. So that should be fun. And yeah, next week's gonna be Silent Hill 2, and I like Silent Hill 1 a lot, but basically the entire time it's like, yeah, Silent Hill 2 is the best, isn't it? It's like, well, I do like Silent Hill 1, so I'm sure 2 is going to be great. I'm sure 2 is going to be fantastic, but it's just funny, just like how like not a lot of people seem to give a shit about Silent Hill 1. I liked it. I liked being Hammer Dad. Oh god, just knocking over brushes like a really scatterbrain day. I don't know why, but what's it called? Also too. So yeah, so that will be happening next week as well. And yeah, today I got to play Trench Crusade. Yippee! Let's go. They do look a lot like Rax. Yeah, it's they're supposed to be more like fantasy themed, but they kind of got that like like really like 2B kind of like altered look to them. Gotta be. Oh yeah. I actually would really like to play the marathon games, but I'm gonna be honest with everybody. I'm directionally challenged. Marathon 1, from what I understand, is a never-ending series of mazes. So like, I don't think I would be. But it's. Do you guys kind of notice this trend a lot, where somebody will take a classic franchise or something? I think like the new Devil May Cry is getting that a lot. Well, they'll take something. They'll do it like somebody will remake it like wildly different. And then whenever somebody who enjoyed the original thing is like, hey, this is really weird and totally different from the original thing, there's always like people that get like really defensive about that, get like really upset. I've been noticing that like the marathon stuff has been getting hit there too, because people are like, this is very strange compared to what we're used to for marathon, and everyone's like, shut up, no one gives a shit about marathon. Which is weird, because clearly someone gives a shit, or else Bungie wouldn't have revived it. So I don't know. Yeah. I'm sure they would have loved to sell that as like a new thing, but like, you know, we're kind of in that era where like you have to be really safe, and like even though like Marathon is not like a household name these days, it does have that like brand prestige that I think Bungie really wants. Now, there'll probably be some like references and some bones thrown in for the real fans and stuff like that, but yeah. Like get a game in. Oh, yo, fuck yeah, let's go. I hope you get a game in. That'd be rad as hell. Being the first. Yeah, I still liked it a lot. I still really enjoyed it, but I could see some people getting filtered by it, and I don't mean that in like a bad way. I don't mean that as in like a dismissive way. But yeah, I don't know. That's why you gotta support new things you like, or other things, just like things like that. I really need to watch all the Enna stuff, because I keep seeing screenshots from that Dream Barbecue game, and I'm like, everything about this looks like exactly like something I would like. It's kind of a brand, like I said, it's like, I think the problem is video games are too expensive of a business. Like the idea of making a new property is just so expensive. Or just like any video game is so expensive, especially like you know, like indies, and like AA's kind of exists, but not really, not in the way that they used to. Like I think that's why everybody was like, "Holy shit, Astrobot! Oh my god!" And it won all the awards because it was like, you know, a Sony game that like it relied on like a lot of like little like, haha, there's John Bloodborne in here, but like it was a new thing and it sold well. But otherwise, you have to be really safe because you're dealing with like billions of dollars. So like if Bungie was like, yo, we're Bungie, the makers of Destiny and Halo and whatnot. I'm saying Destiny first because like that's what it's most known for recently. Like they've been away from the Halo franchise for a while. So like they could push like, you know, kind of like cool like cyber future like extraction shooter thing. But that's a new IP, that's risky. And you gotta make that money. I don't know, buddy. Hey, welcome. Yeah, there do be preferences, yeah. But also, yeah, and it seems like fun. I think I've been like curious that like it's been on like the docket of things. I've been like, oh, that kind of looks neat, and I just never really pursued it further. But like I keep everything I see from Dream Barbecue is like something that I would really enjoy. Yeah, I should definitely give that a go. Give that a go. There's a lot of things that I give a go still. I'm honestly thinking I might be doing a like schedule like switcheroo for a couple bits. I need to find some way to like stop some burnout and like rearrange some things. I'm thinking next week, everybody, I'm going to be doing movie night on Wednesday. I'm gonna try Wednesday on there. Yeah, the new art style looks neat, but like it doesn't feel. Mind you, I'm like a filthy, like not even like a secondary. Like I watched Mandalore's video on it. I was like, oh, that's cool. That's a cool look. So yeah, I'm gonna try that. So that way, there's like a bit of like a breather day between streaming, and I'm gonna see how that goes. I want 2025 to be the year that I like really kind of like maybe not get my shit together a bit more, but kind of like, you know, like I've been doing this for 5 years. I need to like evaluate things. I still need to like get the spark back. I mean, I'm having a lot of fun. I still love VTubing a lot. So I just gotta stop myself from burning out. That's really the big thing. So whatever I gotta do. How you doing, buddy? How you doing? Welcome. Yeah, I do wonder if like they could have just made like Marathon by action, if that would have done well. I don't know. I think the problem is that like a extraction shooter will sell more like microtransactions, which is what Sony wants. So like I don't like, it's like one of those things that I like where like good game design and like making money kind of collapse into things. Ooh, dumplings sound great. Maybe we need to see other VTubers. No, that's fucked up. That's fucked up. I already see some of you harlots in other streams. That's fine. That's fine. It really do be a bunch of balancing. Hey, what about the lips? Okay. But yeah. Oh, dumplings do sound good. Oh, wait, what are you talking? Wait. Marathon. Oh, I will mention I've not played Marathon, so like if you guys are making Marathon jokes, I'm totally going over my head. I will fully admit that. I will fully admit that. That's gonna look banging too. So this is the default assassin. I'm painting him brown because I'm gonna do the gold dry brush. Maybe. Oh, that's true. Yeah, that is a really fun thing about video games is that like you can use a lot of their art for like what's it called? For like TRPGs. Honestly, too, Booth has been really, really cool for TRPGs. Like here, let me show you. Let's see if I can find like a preview image. Let's see, because like I can't post the actual art, so I this is gonna sound really weird. How you doing, Sharkray? I'm trying to find ways to like. This is gonna be the most pretentious sentence, but I need you to hear me out. I want to try to like more like ethically obtain art for my campaigns and stuff. Like I said, this is gonna make me sound like the biggest douchebag who ever lived, but I need you to hear me out. Like, I hate all these marketplaces being filled with AI art and stuff like that. So like, okay, I want to like support some artists. And Booth has been really, really cool for like just getting character art with like different like what's it called? Like getting different like portrait options and stuff like that. So yeah, let me show you my lad. I was playing a fairy tamer in Sword World. And there he is. There we go. I didn't want to post the actual things I bought because that's like, you know, copyright stuff. But yeah, look at the lad. I was playing like a tree dude who summoned fairies to cast spells. It was pretty neat. The lad, like a bottom. What are you talking about? No, he's just a guy. He's just like a wizardy guy. You can't say every wizard's a bottom. Yeah, I want to support people. Exactly. I would. God damn it. Like, yeah, it's like I said, it's one of those things that like I needed to clarify because I understand that I sounded insufferable as I said it. But that's what I meant. Like, you know, I want artists to get paid and I want people to like show some stuff up. Which reminds me, the my new logo is cooking right now. I'm very excited for that. Well, so I got some good stuff on the docket. How you doing, Shadow? Welcome. It do be a good practice. Bit of grip you. Oh yeah, I can grab by like the cloaks and stuff like that. Yeah. The person does it. It's like their name is Mika Logos, and they do these like really cool like Final Fantasy style logos with like a portrait of like a person and then like the fonts and stuff like that. It's really, really cool. So wizard staves, goddamn, you fucking nerds. But yeah. It was like so in Sword World, like Fairy Tamer is neat. Like you basically get like you buy a bunch of these gems that are your contracts with fairies, and they determine what spells you can use. And like they level up as you level up, and then you also have the option to spin like magic crystals. Can I say for somebody like I've grown up with like D&D, so like Vancian casting is just a thing in my brain. God, do I love MP based casting though. It feels right. It feels right just to go like I subtract 4 MP to cast a spell. It feels really, really, really good. I'm quite a fan of that. This guy might actually be fun today, probably. But she's looking pretty good. But yeah. So yeah, I did have a lot of fun with Sword World. I want to run it as well. It's like there's like 3 zones of combat, and then like a bunch of like there's a bunch of classes. There's like a shitload of classes and little optional. Basically, from what I can tell, it's like a very modular system. Where like you know you can technically like make every TRPG module, but it's like module in the way it's like, oh yeah, we released a new core book. It has like a bunch of options for a bunch of things and stuff like that. So it's really, really neat. It's a really, really neat system. Would need to play it more to truly like get like a great feel for it. I think overall it's doing what I want. Neat stuff. And then go back and do I'm doing that thing where I'm going to be painting a lot of pink because I'm going to layer them with orange. I'm debating whether, because like the default assassin is very gray. Like you kind of got, oh my god, hold on. Let me zoom out. Medium. Okay, oh yeah, let me just scoot. I'm realizing that the mini is going behind me, which I set a little bit. Hey, there we go. I'm also glad my phone's not overheating anymore. That's excellent. That's probably still needed. Oh, I can show you guys something else cool too. So, I'm gonna be painting Alchemist next, I'll be next Tuesday. But check this out. Ta-da! I've made little alchemist buddies. They're my little homunculi. They got like little fucked up tablet faces, and they carry the guns. Which basically the idea that's like, so Trench Crusade's not necessarily a what you see is what you get game, because things change in the campaign so much. But I was like, I want some visual representation of what alchemist is using what weapons. So they're like little homunculus tokens. Like the default art even has like a little like horrible guy next to her. Yeah, which I can show you the little horrible guy in a sec. Yeah, these are Bestiarum, like Crimson Grove guys. Why Sultanate? Because I basically have a warband for every other army except New Antioch and Sultanate. New Antioch, I kind of got like fragmented pieces. Like I got like 2 machine armors and an engineer. And I actually got some of my, I want to do the Papal Force for that, because you get access to glory earlier. And I want to be able to use like my communicant and whatnot. So, look at that. Oh yeah, here we go. But yeah, I've been working on kitbashing some guys. So yeah, I got the poofy pants. I got like the flamethrower. Got like the little bucket hat. So yeah, I got 2 flamethrower guys and just 2 guys with rifles to be my guildman. I want to do the competition. I have an idea. I want to do a what's it called? I want to do like it's kind of overplayed, the idea of like a bunch of dudes carrying a boat, but I want it to look like a full theater production. So it's going to have like guys carrying like little fake waves in the front, and a couple of guys carrying a background, and like a guy who's like with a big fan making wind. Yeah, they're just like, it's like, yes, my master. Ooh, and just kind of just like crab walking over there. Yeah, I'm very lucky that these guys happen to have like very perfect grips for everything. Oh yeah. Gray's my default primer, unless I'm doing bases. I actually like priming my bases brown because it just kind of like, I'm gonna be painting that stuff brown anyway, so it just kind of like really makes that process easier. Yeah, I think if you're doing Sultanate, I would actually recommend making your little alchemist homunculi. It just makes them easier to like fuck around with their war gear. One of them's going to be using a sniper rifle. The other is going to be using a machine gun, because you can do some really silly stuff with machine gun nonsense, which is really neat. Because alchemists can add elements to any gun they fire. Machine guns get 3 shots, so you can basically make all their bullets flaming and then just immediately like rack up a bunch of blood on a guy. It's really cool, really good. I'm pretty excited about that. We have one other, like, we basically had like a guy who's like a ride or die Sultanate player. Like he was Sultanate like when we were sort of picking initial factions. But he's been really busy with work. I think with school lately. Like I might be the only Sultanate player like active after when I hope he comes back though. He was a really cool guy, and like I really liked like having a dedicated Sultanate player. It's really fun. I'm a sucker for people having like, yeah, this faction, that's mine. So I played because a friend of mine has been picking up the Grail lately. I have been leaning more into the court, and Jesus, tap dancing Christ, can a Praetor do a lot of damage? I had a Praetor kill 3 models. Yes, yeah, exactly. Yeah, I have many armies, but I still think Grail will forever be like mine in a weird way. But like court is definitely taking a lot of its spot. And how you doing, Noodles? How you doing? Welcome. I'm working on the little guys, because I'm working on the assassins. Waiting for shit to dry. Guess what? Huh? Chicken butt? Hey, let's go. How you doing, nerd? How you doing? I'm working on the lads. Chicken butt, yes. Got him. Nailed it. Yeah, no, I'm so good. I'm so glad I got to play today. Like, it's, I think I basically went a while without doing that. Didn't nail it. See, I'm psychic. I'm a psychic elf. I'm an elf spur. I really like the word esper. I'm not gonna lie. Like psychic and scion is pretty good, but esper as just like a title is really fun. Like good night with friends last night. Hell yeah, let's go. I know Pretzel's like, yeah, it's Homestuck Day. There we go. I like how like Homestuck is such a weird internet thing where like basically most of the people have scattered to the corners, but then you'll see someone like, yeah, Homestuck, and they're like, yeah, buddy, yeah. How you feel about that Tavros? Say real piece of shit, huh? Tavros is a piece of shit. I just dislike him. I just dislike him immensely, but like otherwise he's fine. Yeah. Oh fuck you. Yeah. I had the very first hardcover book, and then beyond that, I have no. I did buy the barbecue sauce though. I did buy there's a VTuber like hey, let's get together and talk about Homestuck stream like a couple years ago, and I bought the barbecue sauce thinking like, oh yeah, they must like restock the barbecue sauce. They did not. That barbecue sauce was in stock, and it was basically like 3 or 4 years expired. But I made it into terrain, which is still kicking. My Homestuck barbecue terrain is still kicking and still good. It is not like deteriorated or anything weird. That would be nice. I would almost love to get those just so I have access to like Hussey's commentary. I'm pretty sure that like if Homestuck died, somebody would have an archive of it by now. But like, you know, it'd be really neat to see what the lad himself thinks. What is Hussey still like he's not dead, but he kind of disappeared off the internet for a while, and I don't know where Andrew Hussey went as of late. He was doing like weird Juggalo e-boy stuff on Instagram and then just fucking vanished, and I don't know where he went. Yeah, there has to be like backups of it. I know there's like the dedicated Homestuck browser you can use, which restores like Flash stuff and a bunch of other like nice quality of life things. Keeps track of your progress and whatnot. I had that at one point. I don't know if I've ever restored it after my computer died, but maybe I should. It's one of those like so I never finished Homestuck. I forget when I ducked out. It was just because it was like one of those like gigantic pauses happened. And then like, you know, I got busy with life. Doesn't drink to drink for once. Hey, bad influence. Well, yeah, you can drink as a treat. Yeah, I do have Hive Swap. I kickstarted Hive Swap. I totally have that. And there's also the Friends Simulator, which I think I also bought and have not played. There's a lot. I used to kickstart a lot more projects, and now I don't. But luckily, the ones I do kickstart are like bound to get done. Like I kickstarted Trench Crusade. I kickstarted the Turnip expansion, the one with the cavalry and stuff like that. And I've been pretty happy with both of those. Both of those are exactly what I wanted out of it. So I've had like no complaints there. Like, probably gonna try to do the gold dry brush first, and I'm gonna probably like touch up everywhere around him. Explain the entire symbol. Oh yeah. Sometimes it's fun legitimately to have that friend that's like really like into a thing and can give you like the real insights. I would have had Homestuck insights at one point, but probably not these days. It's just been too long, and my memory's bad. Oh yeah, let's go. I was not aware you were that big of a ham steak, but hell yeah, let's go. Yeah, I never really interacted with any of the fandom or anything because that's where people get angry. I did show up, so I do remember. So like I had, this is gonna sound like the biggest cope, but I need you to hear me out. I had friends in college. However, I was like, you know what? It'd be nice to meet new people. So I remember going to a Homestuck fan meetup. There was a Homestuck fan meetup at my college, and I was like, cool, we're gonna talk about like the planets and the stuff and the story. And I went there, and it was just all shipping. It was just all people talking about shipping, and I was like, oh, okay, you know what? I should have seen this coming. I absolutely should have, but I didn't. So I just sat there and like talked to some people, and it was nice. And then I went home, and I made 0 new friends that day. It's fun. Like it was because like it's a legitimately Homestuck had a really neat world. Oh, camera froze. Wish to shrink myself. Digital property. Hey, there we go. Yeah, it was like, I don't know. Yeah, exactly. Like the music and the jokes are fun, but yeah, no, I don't know. I get shipping. I grew up with people who are shippers. Technically, you know, VTubing is also a tricky thing because you do get a lot of shippers for stuff like that. Except you'll get people that like if you're like if a VTuber does not interact with their ship well, like someone's like, oh, I ship these two, and someone talks to someone else, they're like, well, I'm just sending packages to your house, and it's like, oh god, please don't. Please don't be like that. Oh yeah, no, Homestuck has introduced the phrase ollie out to my vocabulary, and I've said that in like important meetings before at the guild. They're like, well, it's time for me to ollie out, and then like I don't explain where I got that from. I don't even know how I begin to explain. But I was just like, oh, yep, oh, bye. Yeah, you know, yeah, that kind of thing. A lot of these people are like not even like truly anonymous. They're just like on like Twitter and stuff like that, which I guess it's that kind of weird instance where it's like it's anonymous but kind of not. Where it's like assuming they're not like this is my full name and age, which a lot of fandom people don't do, which I enjoy. I'm the kind of person that hates to like put your full legal address out on the internet. I was raised to keep everything private, and by God, I'm gonna continue to do so. Which is why VTubing has been like a blessing for me, because it lets me be myself. Yay! It's great. It's great for that. Great for that. This guy's gonna be drying. That guy's gonna be drying. Oh yeah, let's work on this guy. This is my Azeb from like the same warband. Like mostly there. I just need to continue to paint more of the black on his like little. He's just gonna have like little segments that are just gonna be replaced with like little gold bits. It's a skill, but it's like a skill you need to be taught to know that it's a skill. Upper likes Duncan Rhodes. Oh fuck. Oh no. I don't want to be like Duncan. I'm gonna give you the tooth and coats. Oh no. Oh god. Oh the worst. Oh the worst. It's the joke everybody was reaching for, so it's okay. I let that loose. I knew that's what you all wanted, and I do provide. I do provide. I'm curious, like I know like VTubers and like mini painting interact to some degree. I don't know if I'm very legitimately curious if Duncan Rhodes has any idea what a VTuber is. If he didn't, I wouldn't blame him. It's just like kind of that funny little overlap. The AO3 vaults. I don't have any to release. I know a non-trivial amount of VTubers that are like, yeah, I became a VTuber and then I burned every bit of fan fiction I ever wrote. I'm like, yeah, I get it. I just hope they saved it. I'm totally like for the idea that like if you need to remove your past your cringe from the internet, that's fine. But like still save it for memories. People who are like, yeah, I burned it and I'll never be able to read it again. Like, oh, that's unfortunate. So nah, so Suggs I think is already in a pretty like well-known relationship, so I would not want to be shipped with Suggs. That would be awkward as shit. Yeah, I mean, I guess it'd be unfortunate though for the people who are like really liked your stuff. That would be pretty bad. But like I think at the very least keep it around for your sake. Like even like if you ever need to pull something offline, that's fine. But still like, well, that's weird. I'm gonna paint. Basically, he's got these like little worms I'm gonna be painting as like little gold tinges, as in like parts of his skin was being replaced, like with some like funky gold stuff. Should know about VTubers? I don't think so. No. Well, maybe. I think somebody should tell her about VTubers though, because like this is a lady who basically like loves everything about goblins and wants to frolic with the goblins and their little goblin meadows. And I'm like, if somebody could just like point her in the direction of someone who makes goblin VTubers, because goblin VTubers are really, really tight. Like those people are a community. They are a group. They support the fuck out of each other. Goblin VTubers do not fuck around. Yeah, Honey Goblin or like, I don't think Pazzled Eggs streams much. I remember Pazzled was like the first Goblin VTuber I met. Yeah, but no. I mean, yeah. If you need to make money off your fan fiction, yeah, go for it. Like you know, get that bread and whatnot. I'm just saying that like some people are like, yo, this was a cringe thing I did, so I burned it. And like sometimes you miss that stuff. Like I've never done that myself, but I've had things that I've lost that I would have loved to have, and it just didn't work. Yeah, his wiggliness. He's big wiggling. Stellaris, or actually paint my models. Paint your models. Paint your models. Do it now. Do it now. Do it. Oh, you wish to paint. You guys got like one crevices I want to hit up before I do the dry brush, or like the entire back of his leg. You know, a very important crevice called the leg. But yeah. Paint models, you know. If you're gonna like, you will if you paint your models tonight, tomorrow you will thank you. As opposed to like, you know, Stellaris is a fun game, but like, you know, you're not gonna have anything different if you choose to play Stellaris tonight. It's not gonna change anything really. You'll have fun, but like that'll be it. Show my models, no paint, but build. Hey, I mean, building stuff is good too. I spent yesterday and today doing a lot of model building, and that was really good. You guys need one more layer of brown. What the hell? That's fine. Yeah, I think that's like sometimes like priming black. I don't prime black, but I see the appeal because if there is like a little out of the way part that like you'll never see, if it's black, it's gonna like blend in relatively well. That's like a good way to do it. I mean, if you think you can do all three at the same time, go for it. But like, you know your limits more than I do. Yeah, work on your projects. Let's go. No, I feel like Artisan would be too nice for a ghost. No, I think Artisan would be too nice for a ghost. He seems like a legit guy from what I recall. If I find out that later that he like grinded orphans into dust and did fat rails of them, I didn't know. This happens sometimes where I'm like, oh, that guy was cool. They're like, how did you know? I'm like, why do people gotta be like that? I think it was mostly Gygax that was doing cocaine, though. I think Gary Gygax, I think, has been on the record for doing cocaine. Which, to be fair, though, he was like a business guy in like the 80s. I'm not excusing that. I'm just saying it's like, yeah, no, that tracks. That matches. Oh, yeah. You got to do that cocaine for the edge. I guess that's what I legitimately heard that like a lot of business people like abuse Adderall. That's true. He wanted to be a business guy, and that I think was kind of why he got eventually kicked from his company because bad choices. Also, was kind of a prick. I don't know. The quote unquote like Gygax discourse goes back and forth on like whether like he's a saint or a monster. I think he was probably just an asshole. I think he's just an asshole who made some good ideas with some friends of his and then tried to go a bit above his means, and he did cheat on his wife though, I think. I might want to verify that before I like slander the dead, but you know. What is kratom? I don't know that one off the top of my head. I'm not hip on the drugs. I would say do the Gene Stealers, because those will be useful for 2 armies, and then like, you know, they're troops. Like if you're feeling I feel like if you were going to work on Gilliman, who's like a big centerpiece, I would work on them when you're like, yeah, I'm ready for Gilliman. Meanwhile, like, you know, troops would be good for multiple armies. So yeah, that seems like a good choice. Seems like Adderall and stuff like, yeah, I guess, yeah. I can understand it, just like the idea of like, oh yes, energy and focus sounds great. I can't imagine how badly that's fucking these people up, like long term, mind you, but like, probably in the short term, it's probably pretty legit. Like half, well, if he's like half done, you can maybe start on that. Well, these guys, I can work on their bases. I kind of re-primed over an existing base, so this one's maybe like a little like lumpier than I would really care for. See, both of these have camera froze. Probably just need to clean out my PC. I think maybe like stuff that gets attached to it is getting a little overheated. Let me also do, hold on. Also getting weirdly hot. I'm gonna turn on my AC. But an astral projector. Yeah, my PC's running a little hot. I probably just need to get in there with like compressed air and stuff like that. No, if I'm snorting anything, it's my wonderful sponsors, Gamer Powder. Suppose what's happening here? There we go. How you doing, Pato? How you doing? Welcome. I am turning on the AC because everything's overheating tonight and exploding. My PC getting sweaty. It legitimately might be. Back there trying to create. Oh, let's go, let's go. Here's primed. Oh, the work on Gilliman then. If Gilliman was already like halfway done or like getting there, you can do that. That'd be fun. Do a little bit of sun here. A little bit of shine on brush that must have just like not gotten some bristles cleaned. Almost flavored to Chaos Cultist. Oh, that'd be cool. I think I mentioned before that I really like that there's a Gene Stealer cult called the Cult Tenebris that were transported to Nurgle's Garden. I love that shit. Also, the Necrobotanist, thank you for the follow and welcome to the workshop. How you doing? How you doing? Fortunately, I'm not doing any undead and or plants today. I don't really have any plant-based armies, but like that's not like a super common theming, I guess. But yeah, working on some Sultanate Assassins, though. Right now, I'm waiting for them to dry a little bit, so I'm doing a little bit of base painting. But how you doing? How you doing? I could snort. I feel like there's no way someone hasn't. There's no way somebody has not snorted sups. I don't think it's like I have to imagine it hurts, and it's probably not good, like for you and in general. But like, there's got to be at least one person who's done it. I will not condone doing that. None of you try it, but I'm sure somebody has. But yeah, how you doing? How you doing? So yeah, I got my regular assassin, and then the these assassins who are big chillin'. Yeah, it doesn't sound good. I'm used to people doing dumb shit though, so like that would not faze me in the slightest. Yeah, that kind of thing. Yeah. We're just taking like something that's like sugary and sweet, but like relatively benign, and then you're like, yeah, I'm just gonna snort it, and it's just like sadness. I never really quite went that far, but I do remember doing a shot of maple syrup on a dare, like legit maple syrup. That feels weird. If you do a shot of maple syrup, it takes a while to go down. You're just like, huh, this should have been like digested by this point. Does my brain feel funny? I think it's probably a joke I'm missing, but yeah, it's all good. But yeah, not great stuff. This is a recycle. Honestly, these guys have been great for recycling bases that I've not like had a good use for. All right, let's bust out the gold. Gold in the dry brush. I think I've given this a good shake in a while. There you go. Can you get that like shake ASMR? It's just like sport. Oh, yeah, let's go. Oh, yeah, some of the new Ash Waste stuff looks really legit. I saw that in my shop quite a bit. For the high. Oh, God. you just made, like, maple syrup sinuses, which just sounds like... I already live in an area with, like, a really, really bad pollen. Like, this year's been on record as, like, yo, no, this pollen is awful. So the idea of making that worse sounds fucking horrible. That sounds like the worst. Goddamn. I swear. I got my gold, and we're going to begin dry brushing some of this. I'm going like there's like a golden Kadars you can get. Like I'm just gonna lean into that for the Alder daggers. These are not Kadars either, but like, you know, golden weapon will look good. Golden weapon will look nice. So I'll do the dry brush for that, and then I'll probably go back in later and probably need to touch it up, but get that dirty gold baby. Let's go. A puck drop. Whoa. Like, I'm sure you're joking, but like my brain is still processing that. I'm like, oh, I don't like that very much. Not good. Slots are gonna look. I keep forgetting how much I like this like very, very easy, just like tarnished gold look. I was just like, yeah, it's like, I really, really like this. I just did not think to use it for any of my Trench Crusade stuff, but the Sultanate is like kind of perfect for it. Kind of excellent. Which is really, really good. And the Halbernock special. Indeed. Halbernock special is like, oh yeah, I like painting things a very specific way. Oh, that's... Looks like I can kind of like tweak that. It's not too bad. I guess I try dry brushing with a little bit of the brighter gold. I don't know if that'll be necessary or not, but I could. It's random. It is random foot. I'm basically going with the idea that these guys are like the apprentices and like this guy is the master assassin. Because your master assassin, I think, is the one that gets tough and it gets like a couple of extra points. Oh yeah. These guys kind of got a paintable gooch. The assassin, not so much, but like, you know. We got a wide variety of paintable surfaces on these lads. Oh, too much. Later, they'll be fine. If I just go like pretty heavy on there, it looks pretty good. The Homestuck was getting a little too quiet on my ass. Like I must listen to Homestuck. Like I said, I've done nothing else for the day. I think it's just because like Homestuck today has fallen on an awkward day for like planning and scheduling stuff. I should have checked this. I should check some things to see if there's gonna be Homestuck activity. Ah, it's fine. It's fine. Fine. But yeah, no, Necromunda stuff does seem still doesn't. Well, maybe someday. We're hordes and shit. Yeah. It's you can tell it's like I said, it's like a weird, like it's not, it's like at this point it's like a weird remembrance holiday where people are just like, oh yeah, I remember that thing I was like really into. You still see it though. Like when I went to MagFest, I saw Homestuck cosplays. Like mind you, MagFest is very much a very boomer con. How you doing, Mr. Jaquel? How you doing? Welcome. I'm working on some assassins for Crusade. They're turning out very, very well. Yeah, MagFest is a very boomer con, but still, by the same token, you still get like people still doing Homestuck cosplays, which is wild. Absolute bananas. How you doing, Cerber Sony? How you doing? Welcome. I'm dry brushing the lads. I'm trying to make them look nice and beautiful and shiny gold. Ooh. These guys have like a little bit more where I will eventually probably go back in and like this guy's got like tubes and stuff you gotta take care of. I think that's fine. Like I will fully admit that like for me, Homestuck did something that was really neat. We're using the magic, like basically like the medium of the internet in a really exciting way. But there was like a bit of like following like, you know, the rumors and like oh, how's the story gonna go? There's still a lot of opening. People are trying to connect the dots and like the theory crafting. And that aspect is gone. Like I know people who read it like recently-ish and had like a pretty decent time. But like you do kind of miss that, so I could totally see just wanting to like take someone else's nostalgia for it, because that happens a lot. Like a lot of things I enjoy are just like hearing like people talk about like older games that they enjoy. Like the amount of times that I've watched like actually honestly that's me with Channel Awesome stuff. I have not watched any Nostalgia Critic or whatever, and I know. Or like even the Angry Video Game Nerd, but I keep finding myself getting just like sucked into these like 2-hour video essays on them. And it's just wild because that's just like a whole like series of like weird personal lore for a lot of these people. I was like, what is like they try to make like a game show, and then like that game show was like really bad, and they tried to make the game show because YouTube was busting down copyright stuff, and like nobody really liked it, and it made people angry, and it cost a lot of money. I'm just like, that's quite a bit to it. How you doing, Roman? How you doing? Welcome. Assassin stuff. Yeah, I've never actually watched it. Oh god, why is that so thick? I've not watched the Northern Lion stream. I've always seen quotes. Like quotes, like just like clips, I mean. Jeremy's kind of in this wild spot where it's like I've watched a stream of his. I watched like the Dollhouse stream, which was kind of like, yo, you gotta watch this. This is the Jerma stream. I just don't think I got into it. I just couldn't. Oh, thank you. I love doing this style of gold. It's really, really nice. I'm getting like a little careless with some spots, which is making things a little awkward, but like nothing I can't fix. That's the nice thing about this is I can always just like repaint the brown over it. Tap of that. Get around there. Get into the gooch a little bit. Reach the gooch. No, I need a smaller brush for the gooch. There we go. No Chelsea Kiss before. Yeah, so like for me, I never got into streamers until I became a VTuber. But there was a lot of VTubers who were like, yeah, no, these I was already following. Like some of them were following like speedrunners, but a lot of them were just just watching Jerma. Nothing wrong with that or anything, mind you, but like I just didn't have any context for him, so I just always see him just like, oh, that's a guy. Mind you, I'm probably somebody else's like weird little autistic blorbo, so like I'm not once again, I'm not criticizing. it's just very interesting just seeing someone else's fixation on an internet person that I don't share. But it's still neat. I don't know. I like people getting like real crazy about stuff they like. I enjoy that a lot. He's doing good. Can let that dry a little bit. Why do you like my painting? Thank you. And let's go a little bristles. Let's go fuck some shit up. Yes, The question is now is like, do I wish to give him an orange cloak? An orange cloak and turban. Might be pretty baller. How you doing, Sasha? How you doing? Come on. Nice. How you doing? Oh, fuck. God damn it. I guess I could dry brush these guys' faces later. I'm going to be painting the Alchemist anyway. Yeah, you know what? Fuck it. Let's paint him pink. So for context, I'm doing that thing where you layer on pink and then you use the pink to like paint orange later. Orange or yellow. I use orange. I think yellow is probably like the recommended color. Oh god. You were or will forever be John Swordworld. Yeah, I was talking about playing what's it called? Playing Swordworld earlier. It was a lot of fun. Enjoyed that system. I need to get like more knowledgeable about that system because there's just like infinite wells of stuff for it. Honestly, if I found like one of those like the lady who was really into Randy from South Park, if I ever found that like somebody did one of those, I'd probably be flattered, honestly. I'd legitimately probably be pretty flattered. I'd be like, oh shit, me? Really? Wow. I got you. What kind of character are you working on? Yeah, it was funny because like I wanted to make a fairy tamer, and the more I was building the fairy tamer, the more I was like, oh yeah, this is just the default fairy tamer. Like mind you, maybe like the fairy selection was different and like the stats were different because I rolled, but I was like, yeah, no, conceptually, this just is the default fairy tamer. Oh my god, this ink is still really thin. I need like spread this around, which is fine. Dangerous ideas. Ooh, there we go. Let's go. And that's what I'm talking about. It's like it activates those like 3.5 neurons in my brain. I'm like, ooh, going over source books and investigating shit. How you doing, Queek? How you doing? Welcome. Because I've been able to do that even for Pathfinder 2e. You could just get everything on Archive of Nethys, which is not like bad or anything. It's objectively like better stuff. Really thin. I'm not trying to like super over thin this, but very thin. French Crusade is going pretty good. I am layering an incredibly thin pink. Put a little thickness on. No, that's. I'm trying to paint the cloak pink because I will eventually be building to an orange. Oh yeah, the Onigiri one. Yeah, I want that. I want that Onigiri model kit, but it's sold out, and I don't think it's coming back in stock until like July. Like June or July, which is a bummer because I absolutely want to build one. For context, I did a rice ball model kit, a sesame ball model kit, which is a really fun kit. And everybody's like, "Oh, this looks like suffering," and I really liked it. It's a really just nice, peaceful kit. You just like glue together like the little little sesame bits. It's just peaceful and calm, and you just like take it nice and chill. Maybe I need to shake the pink. Let me try that. I can do that. 3D print grains of rice. I'm sure somebody's made an STL for it. Shake. Reps. No, I'm just gonna see what happens if I go like directly from there. Hold on. What? I wasn't resisting any other. Let me double check some real quick. Hold on. How you doing, Double D's minis? How you doing? This pink, like the other colors were working fine. I don't know what's up with this pink. Yeah, I definitely need to like filter out some of the water for. gotta like really filter it out. God, I have another pink in the meantime. What pinks do I got? Got a Impish Rouge. Let me try this one. Let me double check. How you doing? How you doing? I mean, I'm doing. This was Army Painter Gray. Usually, it's like not that big of a deal. Look at this. Got like a bit more, but any bit of water. Kind of mixed around. Oh, let's try. Yeah, there we go. Maybe there's. That was like the Monument Hobbies pink, and it was fine previously. I don't know. I'll figure out what's going on later. There we go. There we go. This is behaving a lot nicer. Yippee! I will continue to work on this pink, which will eventually be like a base for some orange anyway. How you doing? How you doing, Double D's? How you doing? I'm working on some Sultanate assassins. That's always that weird thing where it's just like paints from different companies behave weird. Like the gold was also from Monument Hobbies, which I really like. I really like Monument Hobbies. Nice. I like the color. I just don't know why it's behaving weird. I just like take a blob on there and just kind of like, that's kind of fine. What's happening here? What if I just mix them? What if I just mix the pinks? Behold, I have mixed pink and pink to create an exciting new color. I do like love these kind of like the actual songs, like the Homestuck covers of them. Super good. Oh yeah, no, Gilliman's trim sucks. That's why I painted him like a Minotaur. So I did not have to deal with that shit. It's great. Like this is one of the Homestuck songs of all time, like one of the classics. The weird thing is there was another Homestuck cover like this that they did in a later album, which is really weird because I had a family member that had that song as their like wedding music. I'm like, what the fuck? Like whenever they did like a little jokey Homestuck kind of like shitty cover of it, I was like, this is bizarre. It feels strange. Okay, actually the double pinks work well. The Pro Acryl pink is very thin, so when I mix it with the Army Painter pink, it just kind of flows like really nice. Okay. My recipe of pink on pink to create super pink, the most pink that ever pinked. Wasty area. Yeah, no, yeah, it definitely throws you for a loop, for sure. Or just seeing stuff in general that kind of like when I was at the shop, I saw someone with like an Iron Mouse shirt, and I was like, oh fuck, VTuber fan detected. I said nothing, but like it was just very fun. It was very fun. No, I'm not Anish Kapoor. Oh yeah, I forgot that there is like the special pink 3.0 or whatever. I still only have Vanta Black, which I do like. I do like Vanta Black, but I've only really used it for like a couple of things. It's like one of those like super duper blacks, because I originally got it for like making a photography booth thing. Like you could totally use it for like a photography booth, and it's like really banging. But I didn't do that. I think it's because I want to get, so originally they're like, yeah, just use like a minis box, like the Horus Heresy Age of Darkness box is the one they recommended, and I kind of want to keep that box. So like I also want like something that's like sturdier. I don't want like a box that will like break if it gets like, not gonna get like crushed or anything, but like, you know. Old nodding tip. Yeah, I don't know how you give a nodding tip, especially because I don't watch Iron Mouse, so like I actually legitimately wouldn't know what Iron Mouse, like what would signal the Iron Mouse fans that like a VTuber, like they're like, oh yeah, I recognize that you're wearing a VTuber. See, watching VTubers on laptop. Hey, let's go, let's go. I still think there's a viewer that was like, yo, my boss watches you like on the company computers, and that's still like that'll just tickle me until like the end of time. I will go to my grave remembering that, just like, holy shit. Nice. Boss with excellent taste. Hey, battery looking. Battery's not looking great. I think what I'm gonna try doing. Oh yeah, no, Iron Mouse is like legitimately one of the most popular VTubers. I think it's like Pekora, Iron Mouse, and like a couple others. There's the one Niji Sanji lad, the vampire guy whose name I'm blanking on super hard. We get in there. I guess I'm just gonna have to wing it. Getting there. There we go. Is Guar Gumbo? I guess she, yeah, I guess she's doing like pretty legit. Hold on, I'm gonna do some real quick. I found it. A little hot, not too bad. I think having the AC on is gonna be good. All right, there we go. Yippee! Excellent, excellent, excellent. Oh yeah, does he have like a little Pekora standee on his like work desk? I also enjoy that a lot. Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, oh yeah, I guess she's got that Dodgers power. True. Forgot about her Dodgers power. Hold on. Let me see some real quick. Okay. Research a pain to make the switch to Warhammer to use. Oh, there we go. There we go. Do you mean the tedious part is like building the models or whatever? But yeah. That's a pretty normal switch. I think I started being like more of a minis guy, but I do remember that one of the reasons I got back into minis is because I was starting to build a little bit of Plomo. Like this would have been like way before I got back into VTubing, or got into VTubing. Where I was just like getting a couple of little model kits. Usually not too many Gundams, but a lot of like Plomo Ava. A lot of Plomo Ava units. I still don't have an Ava Unit 1 though, which is really funny. I got fucking Bardial and I don't have an Ava Unit 1. I'm the weirdest individual for like Ava Plomo. But yeah, because honestly, I like painting, but also like building the model is just like really calm to do. Like I enjoy doing that on like off days and stuff like that when I'm like preparing other things. Oh, you like to file? Oh, there we go. Oh no, I can totally get it. It's like a very like building stuff is really relaxing. Though if you want true peak relaxing, like have you done much with like terrain building? I will say terrain building is a joy and a treat. And if you've not looked into it before, I'd strongly recommend it. But honestly, that's why I don't have that much Gunpla. I have really bad like secondary brain aversion. So I'm like, oh, I've not like watched enough Gundam. I can't. A lot of people are like, oh, this kit's cool, and then they watch the show. I'm like, I'm not worthy to paint the kit until I've watched the show, and for that I'm gonna start from the beginning, and then don't respond. Hey, let's go. We're talking about like originally it was the Legion of Everblight starter kit from like back like the metal one way back in the day, and then eventually getting back into mini painting was the Skaven Storm Fiends. Were what got me back into South. Oh, is that like a foot? No. That'll be fun, I say. Coping. Although that's a good mix. That's a good mix of stuff. I mean, Mega Man. Oh, the Mega Man ones. I don't think I've ever seen a Mega Man kit, but I have to imagine they're pretty banging. So Workforest Trench Crusade boards. Yeah, I mean that would work. Yeah, you could do like 3x3 or 4x4. I think are like viable enough Trench Crusade boards. Playing pieces. Yeah. Oh yeah. So there's people have made fan Gundam games, Gunpla games before. The big thing is that there's going to be a new one, like a legitimate, like licensed Namco Gundam-based war game called like Gundam Assemble, I believe. It's next year, but there's going to also be a card game that will use the same minis. which I'm excited about. Yeah, yeah. So I didn't know they delay for rules polishing. That's actually very interesting. I like it when companies do that. I would much rather them like get the rules all like, you know, all set before going too deep. Copy X. Ooh, very nice, very nice. My only real like interaction with Mega Man as a franchise is fucking Battle Network. I love Battle Network. Battle Network's so good. If there's an Aegis kit, oh my god, I would love an Aegis kit. An Aegis kit would be rad. How you doing, Flopsy? How you doing? Welcome. For a second. Well, the thing is, I actually think it's good marketing because you just like I think you only need like a couple of minis for the card game, and then you're like, well, I got all these card game minis, and then you buy the war game, and then you're like, oh, I can get some more minis for this. Like it's a very neat cycle, very neat cycle. Trader Legion 40k. I'm a word bearers guy, so word bearers would be fun. You know, I'm cool enough to not mind my own favorite legions getting wrecked. And plus, you get a nice red pop. Oh, actually, the word bearers would be really good because word bearers and the Ultramarines have a pretty long-standing feud because of like Calth and whatnot. Working your vampire gods. Hey, so you have awoken like a vampire then? Huzzah! Yeah. Like I mean, even if that's true, if there's just like some special minis for the game, I still think that's a great idea to do. Let's play word bearers. Hey, let's go. Let's go. Excellent. In the cloak. They always look really weird in these early stages because, like, the I don't play pink very often, and they look very strange. Is there like another little? Oh no, that's just like a little turban wrap. Right. Thick. A little bit more careful. There we go. It's Desert Sunset. Oh, it's scalable. It generally is. I mean, like, the nice thing about terrain is that, like, if you paint a piece, you can use it for basically whatever till the end of time. But yeah, like, if you want, like, a really beautiful scenic, terrain board, I mean, Trench Crusade's good for that. Just skirmish games in general are good because, like, modern 40K's kind of got the L-shaped ruins problem because L-shaped ruins are the only thing that really stops your models from exploding the range. So you get a lot of kind of samey looking boards. But, like, if you want, like, good narrative boards, you want to go into skirmish games. Skirmish games are where, like, the really beautiful boards work the most. Or historicals, but, like, historical ones are, like, historical. Like, if you think, like, a historical board looks good, you'll like a historical board. If you don't, it's not going to do anything for you. Which, valid, different taste and whatnot. Yeah, exactly. Especially because, like, it's just funny, this in-between stage is just really funny because it's just, like, bright pink. Maybe one of these days I'll do, like, a couple of pink mods. Oh, yeah, I will be doing Fulgrim. I did order Fulgrim, so, like, I guess I'm not going to make him a different color. Fulgrim will be Fulgrim colored. So I will definitely have to get used to various pinks and whatnot when he releases. Yeah, exactly. Not enough tits out nuns in historic. I mean, depending on which one, though. You could probably play Saga and have tits out nuns. Probably. Depends on, I guess depends on which faction you go. Or you just play Boudica. Yeah, exactly. There you go. See, you got options. You got options for tits out nuns and historicals. Not a lot, mind you, but you got a couple. How you doing, Billy? Oh, I'm sorry. This is going to be orange. I'm doing that technique where you paint pink and then you paint orange over it because it makes the pink makes the orange pop very nicely. So if you're hoping for pink, I'm sorry, it's not going to look like that. Basically, the end result will be kind of like this guy's waist. And then that's without highlights and whatnot. But yeah, sorry to burst your bubble. Are there any tits out demons? Yes! Yes, there is. There is and I can say this in no uncertain terms, there is a piece of Trench Crusade art that I cannot show because there is a heretic berserker lady who's not just tits out, she is bush out. And thus, I cannot show that without getting banned. Yeah, I think it's like, she's not like an actual, like, named model. It's just that this is just like a heretic berserker. And you can find her art somewhere out there. How you doing, Top Hat? Congratulations on living. Hell yeah. I can't paint her. Okay, listen, there was a very narrow time that I could have painted her. and VTubers ruined it. But for context, there was a while where Twitch was like, hey, we're going to like loosen the bans on like, artistic nudity and whatnot. Some people like to do like, like sculpting and stuff like that. They said that, and then there were some people that are like, time to show. I think it lasted like a day. Off the top of my head, there's this one lady who was just like actively streaming with a like. There are VTubers that have like nude models because they do like OnlyFans content. She basically did the entire stream naked while just having slideshows of her naked fan art. I'm not gonna say the name, but like people can find that info out there. She's kind of known for doing stuff like that though. So like that might have been a future. Oh, oh my god, I'm sorry. Yeah, no, is your printer fucked? I had to replace the screen when my vat punctured before. I hope it's okay. Like, I hope your printer's not fucked. They don't. Hey, listen, go to Colts. I'm sure somebody has definitely made that mini by now. And if not, it's up to you to make it. I believe it. I believe. Hey, totally understandable. That shit really does suck. The vat punctures are really awful. For context, sometimes you're like when you print stuff, you put it on like a vat, right? Like it's like your vat holds your resin, and your little like thing will like lift up and it'll collect all the resin. Sometimes the little resin holder will just like if like usually it's for like printing errors, but sometimes it's just age and whatnot, and that will burst, and then you're fucked. And how you doing, Moyer? How you doing? What defines Hot Boy Mini? Like what are you looking for? Because I'm pretty sure they exist, but you might need to look into 3D printing it overall. Sorry, place to get bits. I mean 3D printing's pretty like. If you don't have a 3D printer, try Etsy. Like people do sell bits on Etsy. You might be able to find some bits there. Otherwise, you're gonna have probably a difficult time just because of size difference. Like when I made my Minotaur's bits, I had to do some. When I made my Gilliman into Asterion Moloch, I had to scale some bits up because Primarchs are big boys. Primarchs do be big boys. Oh yeah, the Kingdom Death. Oh yeah, Kingdom Death has got some spicy lads too. Oh, that's unfortunate. Like I said, that's one of those things I think somebody will eventually make some. It dicks out. Oh, then you just want Kingdom Death, yeah. There's not going to be much more. I think it's just because unfortunately the market for like dongs out dudes are not like super big. And I mean like outside of like, there's a lot of minis I've seen hanging dick, but specifically hanging dick for like horror reasons. Like I know the lady like the Guards of Hecate, the Anna there, she does a lot of like dicks out horror because like, seeing like a little grubbly mutant horrible man coming at you is one thing, but if you give that guy like a weird flaccid dick as it's charging at you to eat your legs, it adds a little bit of spice. I'm serious, hanging dick for horror reasons is a valid thing. I'll let him dry a little bit. For the Conquest, but hey, understandable. Something nice and low stress and chill after all that. Oh, you totally do. You should fall asleep. The war action. Oh, behold. But yeah, other than that, no. There's like, you can find. Yeah, exactly. Fear and Hunger is an example of this. I'm gonna try painting some of the orange on there now. We're gonna see how that looks. So I think a Berserker is functionally a Legionnaire that has the +1 to melee trait. I don't think specifically like Heretic Berserker is like a model you can yes, the Heretic Berserker in the entry. I think specifically, like I said, you just choose Heretic Legion, you pick a Legionnaire, and then you give that Legionnaire the upgrade that gives him +1 to melee, and then you just give him a sword. Except for Jesus Trench. Oh, you totally should. Totally do it. See, yeah, everybody's got it. Everybody's got it. Everybody knows the horror dongus. So yeah, okay, so this is what I'm talking about. The orange goes very, very, very nicely on this piece. I got plugins. Oh yeah, no, it's a really good piece of art. I like it. I like it as a piece of art. I cannot show it on screen because I will be yeeted off of Twitch. It is very explicit. Yeah, Path of the Beast might have some boner guys. That I could totally see that. Do you ever want to go ape shit? Do you ever just want to hang dong? Join the Path of the Beast. Should I do skin first, actually? Yeah, I might do skin first. I'll let this guy dry a little bit. I want to have two different shades, but I think this guy I'm going to do like my more tan shade on. Oh yeah, they're effectively like ninjas anyway. Like I basically run them as little objective ninjas on the table. No, about to say I don't. I kind of assume conquest minis would be easier to build because they were bigger. I'm fully willing to admit I'm wrong. Oh shit! Okay, hold on. I forgot that these guys have little hoods. Is that real quick? Yeah. Oh, pretty much. Yeah. That's more or less the pitch for it. Mind you, a lot of times, like there's also a short story where like a bunch of guys were trying to do like a battlefield sermon, and the Path of the Beast rains ticks, like ticks like the size of a cat, and then these ticks will like bite into people and like suck up all their blood and fuck them up, and then if you survive the ticks, they will open up like once the ticks get enough blood, they open up, and inside are just like weird profane scriptures that like people who read it just kind of result to a feral state. I also realized this guy had like a little metal neck thing that I just totally missed, so I'm gonna try to get the gray first. Some are more finicky. Ah, gotcha. I guess that makes sense. Something to do like the new like the Japanese faction look really wild. They have the I'm a big fan of whenever people sculpt like possessed armor. And that armor is just kind of like molded in a way that the parts are like really strategically put together, so it just looks like everything's like ghosty and floating. I really liked when G-dubs did that, but I really like the Conquest versions of those. Those look really nice. Technically, the scale is 32mm, but like, it's kind of, it really cares more about base sizes than anything. Some people do 28mm so they can use historicals, like, you know. But yeah, I think like 32mm is the official scale. There's his Assassin's Hood. How you doing, Fred? Thank you for coming by. Yay. No, it's doing good. It's doing good. I had a little bit of issues with the pink, but I am doing great now. Oh, no, that's really fair. That's really fair. There we go. Wasn't doing down past to get rid of the ticks. That probably sounds about right. I've not read all the Trench Crusade little short stories, but that one is one of the ones I remember. The other one's the Angel one, where the dudes are just like bashing their heads in because the Angel is too bright and holy for them, and these guys were Christians. It's like angels are like, if you're ever like, why doesn't God send angels in Trench Crusade? It's because angels are nukes. Angels will show up and then basically leave a crater, and then nothing will survive. Good scratches off the poor bastard. Yeah, I mean, really do be overkill. Yeah. Oh yeah, the tank hunters looks really legit. Oh, thank you for the Haldrick. Hold on. Get this little bit of gray on this guy, and then I'll totally do that. Yippee! Excellent. Stretch real quick. Big stretchy. Oh no, I agree. So like, initially, like, definitely the communicant was sort of like you know, this is the mascot of Trench Crusade. This is the iconic. The funny thing is, I'm pretty sure that the Artillery Witch won the branding war. Like, really won that branding war. So now she's the mascot, and I think she does kind of, she's a bit more mimetic. Like, you know, I did the one of her doing like the sick nasty. People have made models of that since. like 3D prints of her doing kickflips. So like I was early to the draw, but I was late to get that posted online. So that was unfortunate. Still my best performing thing on TikTok though. I've been trying to upload my minis to TikTok just because like, yeah, you know, a thing to do. People really, really, really like that one. Your blood devils are pretty much it's basic. Oh, it's pretty much why Flopsy. Flops is immediately making the most Flopsy army of all time. Artillery Bush is really fun too. Basically, yeah, there's also like pure blood devils are really ungodly powerful as well, which is why the court exists. Because if the devils show up, like a full-blooded like demons show up, I mean, like basically the accord between heaven and earth, I mean hell and heaven and hell. There we go. To like, you know, not nuke everything activates. And then everything's a crater, which is why the demons always do like, you know, demons work through mortal proxies and demons do the court. Because the court are all weird inbred demons. They're demons legitimately bred with like beasts. So they're technically part mortal. And then they can slide in and they can cause a bunch of little danger and havoc and whatnot. Deep recesses of this cloak. Oh my god. You're the fucking worst. I can feel it in my bones. In my bones, I mean my jelly. No, the word. Oh yeah, no, I mean live your best life. I was just chuckling to myself how it is incredibly flopsy coded that proposal was. Kind of, yeah, it's kind of like demonic Cold War. Like every faction can't bust out their like most powerful bullshit. Because if they did, everything is fucked. Everything is just fucked immensely. It's not good. Is not excellent. I do have, so yeah, I do have a TikTok. Hold on. Do I get that on my like social media thing? No, I don't actually. Hold on. Let me get everybody a link. I need to add that on there. So technically it's basically the exact same shit I put on my Instagram. So it's, you know, if you're already subscribed to that, there's not a huge difference. But hey, I'm on there as well. Also, let me add a little note to myself. Add TikTok. Oh, up. Here we go. There we go. I'm trying to do. I don't really use it myself as a platform. I'm trying to do that thing where I'm like, I should just upload everything everywhere. Because that's technically what you're supposed to do. It doesn't really take that much effort for me to upload anything to TikTok now. I just do it on a lunch break. On a lunch break, I just like upload it. And then just like, you know, just do a little bit of tweaking for some of the audio because they have like that like sound library. And that's it. It's also got that, like, fuck off big skull, which I don't... Really, I'm assuming that's supposed to be, like, a deep skull or something? I really don't know. It's always been real. I'm pretty open that, like, I'll never really say fully what I do at the guild for work. But I do got a day job. I've actually been a full-time employed person the entire time I've been a VTuber. Which sucks. I do kind of like I'm upset that the time that I spent as a NEET was done prior to VTubing, because at least as a NEET VTuber, you get like, you know, it's bad because like you like a lot of NEET VTubers are like feel bad because like, you know, money is really tight, and like sometimes like I just feel bad because I'm not doing anything. Like, you know, it's a dark place to be in. I wouldn't necessarily wish on anyone, but sometimes I do miss the freedom of that, or just like I can spend all day preparing for stream stuff because I don't got a job. Yeah, I love the amalgam on the lunch break. I don't give a fuck. There we go. He's big kicking. And now I can go on this guy's neck, give him the proper metal bit. He's got a very, very faint color. He's got a very, very faint color on there that I gotta get together. Then probably, and then re-dry brush that or something like that. Oh no, Death Commandos fuck. They're both really, really cool models, and they also do a lot on the tabletop. Oh my god. Give a Death Commando Tartarus Claws, and you're gonna have a grand old time. Holy shit. I had a Death Commando just like chew through like 3 units in like rapid succession, and then it would shoot through a unit, and then it would do its like little sneaky like duck behind a wall thing. It was excellent. It is the most primo shit. Color, because the color's like just subtle enough that I legitimately like totally missed it. There we go. Be a good. The commando? Yeah, actually that would work. Arguably, I would recommend if you decide to make the Tits Out Commando like Tits Out Berserker a Death Commando. Death Commandos are absolutely going to use the Tartarus Claws. The Tartarus Claws are their like signature weapon. So if you don't mind, basically just give her like make her dual wield. Make her dual wield something that's kind of like bladed, and I think that's functionally close enough. I think if you do that, you'll be golden. There we go. Oh yeah, Doom Weavers wouldn't be a bad base for that. yeah, everyone's like, oh my stars and garters. I did paint a Death Commando already. I don't have like a link for it up. Hold on. Wait, let me double check. I might have that out already. Hold on. Let me go studio mode. Which tab do I maybe have that has that? I don't. I could drop like a very loud thing, which I'm not gonna do. If you check out Instagram though, Instagram should have a picture of it. No, it's a really like I kit bash pretty regularly. Like I really like kit bashing. I use the Bone Stock Death Commando. It's just such a pretty fucking model. It's a very, very, very pretty model. And it looks really good. It looks really good painted up too. And it's like mostly metal, so it paints quick. It paints really, really quick. So yeah, both options I think would work. You could make her that. The other option would be to make her an anointed, which would anointed come with armor, so that might be a little weird. But yeah, Death Commando would probably work. Or just like if you want multiple, like I said, Legionnaires, give them the melee upgrade, which will give them +1 dice in melee, and then you can just go to town. Then you could have multiples, and then you could do your artillery witch thing, and then bada bing, bada boom. I mean, they are basic, but like they are effectively the most like they are the most human of the demonic legions, stuff like that. Don't want them. So okay, if you want to go all out, here's your options. Here's your options for like if you want units that don't die a lot. First, you get a Heretic Priest. Heretic Priest has good melee, and it gets access to like sacrificial knives and stuff. You have to bring one anyway, so you can make that a Spicy Lady. So that's Spicy Lady number 1. Choristers are a very melee unit. However, typically they are people who have beheaded themselves. They basically like behead themselves while alive to spit in the face of God directly. Because taking your own life is like a major unforgivable sin. However, if you just want to use the stats for a chorister, that also makes you a really tough melee beast. Or if you want to have like a tits out nun lady with her like head missing, like Headless Horseman, you can totally do that. So that gives you your core. Then you run the Legionnaires. An anointed usually will have armor, but like, if you want to simulate armor with like little like jangling, like little like accoutrement, like little like necklaces and whatnot, you could do that. Knights of Avarice might be baller too. You guys got so many like little like just a wrap. This is actual armor. I'm gonna work on the big guy real quick. Legitimate, you could just legitimately I'm gonna say too, also with Trench Crusade as a game, it's a your dude's game, or your ladies, I guess, in your case. So like, if you see a model profile that looks cool and you want to reflavor it, that's fine. That's totally fine. Like do what you got to do, and like as long as the base sizes are the same, and as long as like you like the rules are like you're using the rules, like you could totally do that. That would not be a big deal. Well, the boarding party's fun, but the boarding party, if you don't use the SMGs, if you don't use the SMGs on the boarding party, you're kind of missing out. How you doing, Lemon? How you doing? Welcome, welcome, welcome. I mean, you legitimately could do her as your heretic priest, and then just have like the rest of like a typical army. So if you want her to be like the badass warlord lady, you can totally do that. Because heretic priests get like +2 to melee. They're really good in melee. They're really, really banging in melee. Hey, how you doing? How you doing? I'm currently adding orange. Adding orange to lad. Going pretty well, actually. Bubbles forming this. Fortunately, a lot of bubbles. Berserker ability? I don't think so, no. I don't think there's specifically a Berserker ability, really, though. You mean like the +1 to hit? Like you can't get that, but it doesn't need it. It comes with +2 to hit melee base, and you can give it a bunch of other cool stuff. So what's really funny? There's an ability called Puppet Master that they come with, where you can compel an enemy to move. So if you want to be like a little like doing a little silly, just think like Tex, Avery, Awuga, they look at the heretic lady and fall off a building, because you can use that to make them fall off buildings and stuff. It's really funny. Puppet Master's a really funny ability. You can also use it to draw models into melee range, which is also very fun. So it's only the Rangers. I got you. That makes sense. Oh, trench ghosts trench ghosts are very tough too. They're more ghost themed, but like once again, this is a game that if you like the rules, just take the rules and model however the fuck you want. This is as long as like you could be like, this is an easy to tell thing. Like, oh yeah, this model's gonna have like the Tartarus claws, but they're gonna be knife. They're gonna be like 2 swords instead. They're like, okay, just make sure your model has like 2 blades and different arms. Explain it, and then they'll be like, okay, that's cool. Yeah, like my heretic like my heretic priest ganked a guy in melee with a sacrificial knife, because sacrificial knives basically like they basically have like a armor piercing thing to them, which is really cool. They get +1 to their damage, which is really good against armor. +1 or +2. It's a lot. It's really spicy. Got so many little angles. Yeah, exactly, Tom. Just like Awuga slams table, gets into melee combat, gets fucking blendered. He's battle ready. Hey, let's go. So the heretic priest is your leader unit. Every army will have to basically and Crusade, every army has to have 1 leader unit from a list. Like usually you have to like if you're doing Heretic Legion, you got to bring a priest. Sometimes some factions will swap those out, like the assassin only for Sultanates. Like you can't bring your normal lieutenant guy, but you get a really tough assassin to make up for it. But yeah, no, usually the lieutenants are good all-rounders. So they're really good at melee, they're really good at range. That's not true for the Grail, because they are such a melee primary faction that like the Lord of Tumors, kind of like, it's got a bonus to range, but it's got like a ridiculous bonus to melee. Stuff like that. Oh yeah, post a girly man in the Discord, yo. Hell yeah. There we go. No, Death Commando is like 32 millimeter base. Or Commander's Variety. Yeah, they probably will at some point. I mean, honestly, I don't know. I know they're going to release more factions, and that's going to be cool. I'm very happy with the factions they have already. Hey, live your best life, yo. Live your best life. Like, I got really spicy angles I gotta like reach into for this. fit on there. I think I need some more orange. I'm very lucky. I'm really glad he has a tactical rock, which is a phrase I never thought I would say. The tactical rock has been killer for just like placement and stuff like that. So eventually what I want to do is, this is going to be his base, and he's going to just kind of like go like right there. Like, I could do that to probably actually get like, he doesn't got like a lot of gooch. No, I'll wait. I don't need to jump in there. Brainer, it's understandable, yo. Canonically, technically they're like weird robots, if I'm going to be honest. They are artillery witches are living, they're manufactured. Like a hell factory will make artillery witches. So I mean, I guess you could be like, so the funny thing is, you could be like, I guess you could be like, well, it comes from a very specific factory. How you doing, Sola? How you doing? It's known of a tactical rock in Sword World. Really? I did not know that there's a tactical rock in Sword World. Fuck yeah, let's go. How you doing? How you doing? I'm working on Trench Crusade. I'm very nice. Yeah, well, because there's like there's actually like certain factions like Trenchcoats can't get them because they just scavenge from the battlefield. They just don't have access to those factories and stuff like that. Oh, so you literally could have just chalked like you could just like chuck rocks when your gun was out. Ah, okay. For context, Soldat was one of the people who was doing the Sword World like little playtesting. Yeah, those gunshots did a lot. A lot of damage carrying. Yeah, exactly. You could have a very special health factor that does whatever you want. Like I said, like this is something too. I also think with Trench Crusades, a lot of people get like, you know, modern war games brain poisoning where they want really concrete rules for the things they want to do. Nah, go nuts. It's your, like, at the end of the day, your dudes are your own canon. Do what you want. Do what you want, yo. Yeah, Trench Crusades can't get them. Yeah, I'm sad that the fucking what's it called? That the naval raiding party can't bring in a werewolf. But I also understand, because giving a werewolf free dashes sounds incredibly stupid. And you need to give, like, they're already really stupid good anyway. I'll let this guy dry a little bit. He's like, check it out though. There's still a little bit of the pink underneath, which I'll need to move up. But you guys just have to see the vision, right, of why I did that. There we go. Let's continue on the rest of the lads. Oh, I totally didn't realize you could puppet master a priest. I don't think I've never done that. Mind you, I've played one game with Heretic Legion. Primarily I played Grail and Court. So those have been what I've mostly played. Though I did play a decent amount with the Trench Pilgrims. Saint Methodius, my beloved. I love shooting big gun. Big gun feels good to shoot. I play some. Then again, I got a decent amount of range damage today because fucking incendiary grenades. Mwah, chef's kiss, so good. I love them. I love them. Set somebody on fire and then charge my Praetor in, and I get free blood markers to deal with. And if I down them, it's just free real estate. It's so good. Well, the nice thing is you can technically do both. Like, it doesn't take a lot of minis to paint for Trench Crusade. Like you could legitimately have a force that's like 6 or 7 models each to start with for like 700 points, and then just build up. But yeah, if you just to get a start going though, that is fair. That is fair. But yeah, luckily it doesn't take much to expand later. Expanding later is not too bad. Waste of horses. Big gun does feel really good. Big gun. So the tricky thing about Methodius is you just have because you're spending so much on your anchorite, you don't have a lot of dudes for like board control. So they're really tricky. Which, mind you, as a first game, do whatever you think would be more fun altogether. Like, do whatever's more fun. Hey, let's go. We keep getting people at our shop coming over who are interested. So there's one guy who was like, I'm interested. Like, apparently there's a guy who's like, yeah, like, I'm kind of surprised that this person exists, and I don't mean this is like a bad thing. He's like, yo, I really like the lore, and I listen to a lot of like people on YouTube talk about the lore. but like they're just so swamped in projects. They're like, oh yeah, we play. You could play with us if you want. And they're like, no, I got too much on my plate, which I understand as a person that juggles a lot of projects. But I'm like, man, want more players. In the gooch. And the infamous mini gooch. There we go. Look at him. He's turned out pretty nice. The server in hell. Ah, gotcha. Well, the other option, which is something that I have not done, but I keep meaning to... Oh, he doesn't have pink on the inside. Hold on. Let me fix that. So... This is going to be very convoluted. I'm guilty of not doing this either. Like, it is possible to 3D scan your models. Like, that's the thing I wanted to do initially before I found a group where I was like, I'm never going to find a group for any war game that I want to play that's not 40K. Ooh. And I found them, so I haven't, like, been as inclined. But it is possible to 3D scan models and then upload them to Tabletop Sim. Or technically, you could just paint the model and just take a front and a back picture and just make little tokens with them. It's not perfect, but it's something. If you want to like paint models and run your own models on the tabletop, that is an option. Now, whether that option will work for you, like if it like, you know, if it activates the neurons or not, totally understandable. Let's go back to the bases real quick. Hey, doing, Mochi? Welcome. How you doing? How you doing, Dorada? Oh, it's going pretty good. I'm working on my assassins. They are not getting done tonight. Dear God, no. But they're getting progress. They're getting progress is being made. Also gonna like do a little bit of dry brushing on the bases real quick. I'm gonna do a light gray. But it do be going good. Base friend dogs would be oh yeah, I've not printed any of those yet. I have been printing what's it called? So initially I had an idea for my heretic priest, but like they released this guy recently, and I'm doing the heretic naval raiders, and it's like he's kind of perfect as a naval dude. Like I don't even need to kit bash him. He's got like a little gas mask. He's got like a little naval hat. He's got like a big greatcoat. So he'll probably be painted at some point. Because like I already have a model that would work for him. I do have a Sinine. How you doing? Welcome. Hey, let's go. How you feeling about the new Space Wolf like models? Are you eating good? Yeah, I've been spoiled by free STLs. Like I got the free Warhammer. Like hold on. He's not built yet, but like straight up they got like a very nice looking Cephalix like monstrosity. Oh, I caught it in my lap. There we go. Big successful dodge. Get a little dry brushing on the base. Oh, thank you. Yeah, these guys, they look really like I saw the mass in the the builds. I'm like, I have to use them for Trench Crusade. I gotta do that. Let's go. Yeah, honestly, they might even be pretty good for Trench Crusade. You could use them as like court stuff pretty easily. Oh, you're continuing on pre-order. Oh, that makes sense. Oh yeah, let's go. I got a couple of Warhams pre-orders floating around through Squids. Basically, got the box, Lucius, and Fulgrim will be happening on stream at some point. Pre-orders for Lucius just went live a while ago, and I already paid for Fulgrim, so I got all them ready to party. It's pretty busty. What? Okay, that baffles me, because like, listen, they're vampire counts. Like the whole thing about them is having like, you know, like Dracula dudes and big like busty vampire women. Like, yeah. That's like, you know, I like your dwarf, but he's got like too much beard. Like, what are you talking about? I don't understand. I don't understand that. I can understand you're like, yo, I don't know how I feel about these like tits out berserkers. I get that. I can empathize with that. Other bitch is very strange. I've never seen anyone like that. Exactly. It's like typical horror tropes. Weird. What a weird shop you have. And I don't mean that like, you know, nothing against you, just like very strange sport. My gold dried up? It is. Is aggressively middle class? Ah, gotcha. What? I think aggressively middle class where I'm at, to be honest, but still strange. Still strange. Do I have a squad for turnip? Like me? Oh, I got so many turnip models. Oh my god. I do want to participate in that turnip event that will be coming up, but I need to start working on that. Oh god, like June 15th is when that's due, so I got time, but like I need to start making some starts on there. Dry brush on some copper because I just want this to be nice and easy breezy. Space fan. Oh, okay. So it's just like a very like Warhammer store. Okay, that tracks. That tracks. Unfortunate, but that tracks. A bigger boob. Exactly. That's why I only paint Kingdom Death. No, yippee! All right, very very basic base, which is fine. What are we doing now? Yeah, okay, you know, I'm gonna start painting skin on him, just so I can begin to see. I'm probably gonna need to, like, repaint some, like, armor and stuff. You got him done. Hey, let's go. Okay. Aren't weirdos? I don't know. I think being into war games makes you a little bit of a weirdo in general, but I see what you mean. Yeah, I'm kidding. Occupied. No, the sad thing is I actually have a bunch of Kingdom Death to paint. I bought Kingdom Death Monster when it was on sale last, like 2 Black Fridays ago, because I always wanted to have it, and I have not had the time to paint anything from that. I've been too busy working on, like, war game projects. Like, will it happen someday? Probably. I would at least like to get, like, the... I don't know why. I always assumed that the Gorm was part of that box, but apparently no. Maybe at least get, like, the lion and the antelope, and, like the phoenix, I think, is the big one that comes in there. The phoenix would be nice. Yeah, it's 20 pounds of cardboard and ass, and it's just sitting there in my closet, just waiting. Yeah, honestly, with Wargame, I had to kind of help build my local Trench Crusade community, so that might be one that requires a bit of evangelizing, to be fair. It's looking pretty good. How you doing, Lana? Welcome. Oh yeah, you're gonna have if that's your first box to pre-order, you're gonna have a lot of minis to work on. Like, hey, if you're like, well, I wish I had a bunch of minis to work with, you got it. You're definitely gonna get that. Like Napoleon. Yeah, exactly. It worked for Napoleon, and if it can work for Napoleon, I think it can work for everybody universally. Just get around. Around here. There we go. I'm trying to like get a little bit more. I'm also going to eventually give him glowy tubes, but that I'm basically just going to leave those unpainted, so that way when I do the enamel wash, I'll just paint over them white. I don't know what color I want them to glow yet, though. I'll find out later, maybe. Yeah, the boxes, you'll get a lot of stuff. They're nice. They are nice. I will give G-dubs that. The feeling of cracking open a box and be like, oh god, there's so many minis, is a very fun one. So the arm that I gotta deal with. Oh, this is. Oh, always look like the skin is really making them come together though. Like I got a highlight shade I want to try for this as well. I'm going to say this. You are going to want to give your elites armor. Like you could fluff it as like anything else. Like you know what? Okay. At least in rules give them armor. Like just say that they're like really toughened or whatever. Armor going without armor makes you really easy to kill in Trench Crusade. Like it's real brutal. Like they just shifting a roll, because basically the way damage works is you roll 2d6 and you compare it to a chart. On a 9 through 12, you die. Like the model's out of the action. Yeah, there's modifiers and stuff. Armor gives you a -1 to that. Yeah, legitimately just say like they're really banging armor and pauldrons. Legitimately, yeah. I would go that way. How you doing, Billy? How you doing? What the halber? It me, the halber. How you doing? Working on my assassin lads. They turned out pretty well. He's turning out pretty legit. Irish. I mean, even the Irish still need armor. Like, there's the only model in the game that's really good that you don't want to give armor to. There is a Trench Pilgrim variant called the Sacred Affliction one. You can give a model Wrath of God in that. Wrath of God says that this model cannot wear armor, but your opponent cannot use blood markers to affect it. So, because normally, like when you take damage, your opponent can spin blood markers to roll extra dice for injuring you. So that's why there's not really an HP system. Is you do damage, you accumulate blood markers, and then your opponent eventually will cash those in for big money damage. That's just generally how the damage system works. So armor is really important for mitigating that. It's really important. I really like the claws on the commando. The reason why is because the commando has the option to blend into terrain. So what I've done in the past is I've used the claws. You get 2 swipes. You kill or knock down whatever you're fighting. Then you use the move you get after doing that. You get a 6-inch move. And like extra movement's really rare in Trench Crusade, but you use the 6-inch move to move into a piece of terrain, and then you activate your ability for like the stealth camo. So I would prefer to do it, mind you. I think they're just elite only. I think they're just elite only, and like the actual Death Commando is just limited on what it can bring outside the claws. So like technically, I think you can, but I think it does kind of gimp the commando, and like it's probably not worth it overall. But you know, got your own options. Okay, I'm getting a good look at the hate. There we go. Yeah, Sacred Affliction does seem... legitimately, I was almost going to go Sacred Affliction, but, like, all my armies are melee. All my hell armies are melee, so I went Methodius because, well, you know what? I went a little ranged in my life. I went a little bit of variety, and it has been fun. Every time I play Methodius and I use the autocannon, I'm just like, ooh. Mwah, chef's kiss. This is excellent. This is the good stuff. Yeah. Yeah, they like, I think they give you the option if you want to be flexible, but yeah, no, they basically like, yeah, no, the claws are for the commando. The claws are for the commando. But who knows? Who knows? Stuff on there. Yeah. Yeah, because basically after a while your opponent just has to roll like really banging dice, or else they're just kind of fuck you. I forget are you putting on your Castigator? I know a lot of people do Castigator. I forget which model. I guess you can also maybe put on your Communicant. Maybe I'd have to double check how that rule works. How you doing, crazy? I was crazy once. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the workshop. How you doing? How you doing? Working on some Sultanate assassins, which I'm like, about 2 hours in the painting process. They are not particularly close, but they're getting good. They're getting progress. Oh, you just did the Trench Pilgrim option. That's also a good option too, to be fair. Especially if you get one of the ones that have revived, so you get that -1 injury penalty. Mwah, chef's kiss. Oh yeah, no, you can give, no, yeah, you can give a priest to Hellblade. You can totally do that. You can dual wield with the priest. You can dual wield with everything. Basically, if in Trench Crusade, if you're dual wielding, your second attack will get a -1 penalty to hit. So you could do a sacrificial knife and a Hellblade, and that's that could be a really spicy combo. Is it two-handed? Oh, never mind then. Oh, yeah, okay, yeah, you can do Hellblade then. For some reason I thought the Hellblade was one-handed. I might misremembered. Oh, yeah, you can totally do that. You can totally do that. Angles on this are going to be brutal. But how you doing? How you doing? I'm painting. We're talking about Trench Crusade. There we go. It's the first time I think I've really gotten that skin tone down, and I'm really liking it, actually. It's going to look really, really... It probably helps that these guys probably are going to have the most exposed skin out of all my Sultanate lads, but that's fine. Let's start on the other one. I want them to have different skin. How do I want to do this? That was Saddle Brown for him. I'll do 10 on him, and I'll basically make one slightly lighter and one slightly darker, because I'm going to use this as the highlight for that guy, and this will be the base tone for this dude. Yeah, that's true. That's true. A lot of my armies have strong. I love strong as a rule. I mean, the staff is good too. Once again too. If you want to make the staff look like anything else, just as long as it does the same damage and like the same amount of hands carry it, you could totally do that. You could totally like run it as whatever. Let's give this guy a nice tan. This is a very light tan. I was expecting this to be much darker. Not a bad thing. Oh, like there's a little machinery lump over there that I'm gonna have to get. Or I pick off, the more I can like touch up later. Just aesthetics I can't wear. Yeah, awesome. Yeah, I mean, weirdly enough, I mean, I've been playing against Grail enough that legitimately losing fear kind of fucking sucks. Like having a melee penalty really blows. Luckily, my Praetor has +3 to melee because Court is a really silly faction. So he just kind of like stabbed his way through to fear, but still very, very nice. Let's see, just finished Fear Drone Specialist. Ooh, let's go. Oh yeah, I'm reading my first book about Tau, kinda. How you doing, Blaze? How you doing? Who's this freak? Oh, this guy's gonna be an assassin. He's gonna be an assassin for Trench Crusade. I'm figuring I'm gonna go ahead and paint all 3 assassins for if I wanted to do the assassin-only sub-faction of Sultanate. Vanilla Sultanate's kind of boring, but all the sub-factions are really, really banging, so hell yeah. I just forget they have fear. Hey, let's go. I was actually thinking about going budget Mace Fists, really, and putting more into my... I have a really janky revised Grail list that I have, like, not gotten to test yet. Like, there's one of the other players who was playing New Antioch has actually decided to pick up Dirge. And that's kind of became his main faction. So I've actually kind of, like, backed off on Grail a little bit. It's like, okay, yeah, it's like, you know, like, I could do Grail versus Grail mirror match, but, like, yeah. I'll be fine. Did you call the Sultanate boring? What? Okay, vanilla Sultanate is boring. If you are running none of the sub-factions, you get, like, a couple of guys, but you don't get, like, any cool abilities. And honestly, the Sultanate Lieutenant is kind of whatever. He's like, oh, you get a bonus for fighting things with tough. Great. Every other Lieutenant has, like, way more game-changing abilities. And then bonus against tough guys is kind of whatever. Meanwhile, the Assassins have a bow that when you shoot the bow and you hit somebody, you can teleport into melee with them and continue melee. Or run the House of Wisdom, where you can build your own homunculus. Or the Defenders of the Iron Wall, where you just go entirely mundane, but you get like you get cannons. So that's what I mean. Vanilla Sultanate's boring. All their sub-factions are way more interesting than the main faction. It's kind of a shame, really, if anything. Imagine being on Twitch, I know, right? Yeah, yeah, Red Brigade I've not looked into a super amount in a while. I'm just going with Papal States. I think I showed him earlier. Where's the girl? Yeah. I got my Papal States yeoman ready to party. Lad. It's somewhere. Yeah, it's hard. It's yeah, like legitimately, yeah, Build-A-Bear abominations versus like, ooh, I can fight tough sometimes. Oh, it's not that great. Yeah, really, yeah, the big strength of Vanilla Sultanate is you just get access to all the models, which are pretty good, mind you, but like, you know, I find the sub-faction synergies to be a lot more interesting. Could be me. Hey! Thank you for the Bezos bucks. Thank you for that. Any corn. No, I don't have any kit. Oh, we're talking about like, no, we're playing an album that doesn't have any of that. I think YouTube might have crapped out. I'm seeing it spin. Hopefully everybody on YouTube, I hope everything's fine over there. A little bit on the hand. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to like paint out like the arms and whatnot. It's got a lot of fine tuning to do, but pretty good. Be legit. But yeah, no, I'm excited to play Sultanate. I actually think I'm really going to like their playstyle. Like, I think the playstyle the Sultanate has is going to be really, really nice. Oh yeah, he's shirtless. You got to fit all the tubes and whatnot into him. I'm basically fluffing. Oh, we got a little bit of pink on the blade. I can fix it later. I'm basically like the cloth. There's some extra cloth over there. I'm going with the idea that like my alchemists do a lot of field testing, and these guys are kind of like some assassins like aligned with them, which is how they're like helping to engineer these guys to be better assassins and stuff like that. Doggos and Big R. That's true. Yeah, if you want that, the Red Brigade's kind of perfect for that. So, I'm gonna refresh my YouTube and just double check that the stream is not dead on the side. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, yeah, the assassins use probably the most drugs out of any other faction in the game. Like, you can buy leaves that give strong, which is insane. It's such a like that's what I'm talking about. Like Vanilla Sultan has to compete with that, and it's really, really hard to compete with that. Oh, sorry, but I got distracted. Yes, I am. I'm doing Firecast by Peter Favarelli, and it's effectively a bunch of guardsmen go to super space Vietnam to fight against the Tau. Like, everything on the planet is just like bugs and fungal infections and like mangroves and stuff like that. And there's like Tau with Guevesa like hiding in the jungles, like sniping their shit. It's really neat. It's a neat story. There we go. So that's been interesting. That's been an interesting read so far. Let's get a couple little like things to get for you. Got like a couple of the little janglies that need painted. Unironically, yeah. It's them and like the Tau, the natives of the planet, which are human, but they're like, hey, these are human, but they're so like mutated by the planet to be amphibian that they're kind of borderline abhumans now. Stuff like that. Too much writing done. Oh, that's a bummer. It'd be like that sometimes. Well, it's actually kind of funny because one of them, the original guard regiment you start with in that story is like conquistadors. They're like conquistador guardmen that get their shit wrecked. And then afterwards, the replacements are effectively people from like kind of a steampunk world. They have these like, they have like working tech and whatnot, but they had like a lot of mention of like steam trains and stuff like that. And like a lot of them where they're like kind of like family heirloom carapace suits and whatnot. Hey, I paint the official model sometimes. Not all the time, mind you, but like a non-trivial amount. It's just the irregular assassin is like A, really good, and B, I need someone to be the master assassin. So it's like, you know, it'll be fine. Be a good. Let's skull painted and then. And then the scabbard. Yeah, he's gonna be a House of Wisdom. Oh, if you like that guy too, hold on. Would you like to see my Tarquin homunculus? It's this guy. I finally made him big so he can fit on his base. There we go, like that. Tarquin homunculus with the Titan Zephyr, I think. Zephyr? Something like Zephyr. And then the flame shield. There we go. I didn't super mean to activate your almonds, but hey, you're having fun. Yippee, let's go. I thought about legitimately making a rat-based warband at one point. I did think about it. I just haven't. I can also mix. He's got like a little bit of extra tubes, like a little bit of extra details. I might want to mix a little bit on there. Yeah, the big. He can. How you doing, Marfin? Yeah, he can wield the big sword, so like I might as well. Oh, actually, I thought about a little bit of metal. Yeah, Matthew beat me to rat-themed Trench Crusade before I did. By like a decent amount. I'm gonna use a little bit of just like metallic paint. First off, real quick, what I want to do. I'm gonna go to this guy. I just want to paint his gun, like the front of his gun. I'll just paint the front of his gun. Let's see, using the right brushes. There we go. But yeah, no, I love House of Wisdom. I want to make me another homunculus because I could eventually have two. I kind of like the idea of making one of them have flight and be like my objective runner. Just give him fast, give him flight, and just have him like run up to objectives and like maybe if there's a way to give him a gun, like to give him like a probably not a siege Giselle, probably just like a regular Giselle, just like fly on top, squat an objective, and then just like plink. That, I guess. There we go. He's slightly farther along. Then I also want to go to the sniper rifle. Oh man, you are really like usurping. And then again, I so rarely paint rats that like anyone painting rats at like a semi-regular rate will easily lap me for sure. That's how to. I paint rats. Sometimes. How you doing, Bashif? How you doing? Welcome. I'm painting little homunculi guy. Oh yeah, 223. Check out, it's my little homunculi who like this stuff. Yeah. Well, yeah, especially for like the whole bakery. Like my friend Cheetah just is like, you know, he's just like an artist who likes like edgy stuff, which is fun. Which is why I Trench Crusade is just a fun setting because it's just like over the top edgy bullshit, but like in a way that activates my neurons and makes me want to make mini. Just started on that. You do be a little goober. And this guy. Still put the. I won't do this. Legitimately, it wouldn't take much. I have not painted a rat this month, so any rat would put you above me. Actually, go. Make these like little like ribs. Actually, gonna paint the ribs with the metallic paint. A little bit more color variety. Also like little like side tubes as well. There we go. Ogre-chan. Hey, let's go. Oh yeah, no, there's a what do you mean weird way? It's all about like demons, like I'm pretty sure you could recreate several Iron Maiden album covers in Trench Crusade, like super easy. Like with just the default factions. Like just like easily. Like, I don't think it's weirdly. I think it's a feature. There we go. How you doing, Lord of Bones? How you doing? Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm currently painting some assassins. It's going pretty good. Round Hell Knight Space. Hey, let's go, let's go. Yeah, oh yeah, Chorister. Like if you took the Chorister and just like used like a metal album font here to call like Chorister bargaining with the devil, like yeah, that would easily be a cover name. And and like you could even do that with like the Christian factions. You could just take the fucking thing with the sniper priest and just be like, call it like, I don't know, like Journey into Hell or whatever. Angel's Chaplain. Oh yeah, let's go. What else we put together? Oh, he's got like one coin back. Motherfucker has little bonus trinkets wherever I look. So like, I just been getting a lot of like 3D STLs recently. So I made this guy. There we go. He is a. I accidentally subscribed for an additional month of Maker's Cult, which I did not mean to do. But I was like, oh, this body looks cool. So it's supposed to be like a Dark Templar, a Black Templar, like apothecary. So yeah, he's still an apothecary, but he's got little. He's got little medical grippers. He's got medical grippers. These are from Cephalix parts. The backpack, the shoulder, the head is from the basically this Gal Vorback kit I got. How you doing, Battlerek? How you doing? So he's a lad. I don't know when he's gonna get painted or if, but like, I thought it'd be fun. I thought it was fun to do. Went through all the Teutonic Knights you painted. Hey, let's go. Oh yeah, Iron Maiden Trooper. Exactly. Let's. I got a little bit of orange on here, so let's start. Get that. Use a bigger brush, maybe just slightly. Yeah, I was like, he's missing something, and I know that's kind of a Fabius bile-coded thing, but like, having like mecha dendrites and other just like back-mounted tools is a very common Space Marine thing. So I was like, yeah, I'll give him some Cephalix claws. Let's go. Oh, nice. Is there a specific game you're doing them for, or like you doing like Saga or like another historical? My only historical game reference is Saga, though. Nicatrix is releasing a game in English. It's called Pillage. From what I understand, has been like a pretty popular like historical skirmish game that I think has been in France for a while. That they are translating and bringing over and like selling like little starter boxes for, which is like, oh, that's pretty neat. I was like, that's a cool thing to do. So art will need to be pinked before I can like go back and do anything. So I'm curious what the game is going to be like. I don't know how it plays at all, but like, hey, I got models for it. Oh yeah, like all the tech marines got all kinds of real cool back bullshit. Hell yeah. Oh, nice. Oh yeah, there's a whole Crusades era expansion to Saga. I like Saga a lot. I've played it legitimately once, and I just have not gone back to that store yet. Which I would like to. But my Saga minis have fallen into the pile abyss where they will not stir. Can't just split. That's fine. I'll just get him some default orange for now. That'll be fine. You guys will not be done by tonight. There's gonna be a lot of touching up to do. The real question is, do I want to like? Actually doesn't expose a lot of gooch, and it does remove the chance of me scraping away some bullshit. I think I'm gonna actually, yeah. Let's get him on a base. I'll regret this later, but at least for right now, this should be fine. Paint this tactical rock, yippee. Yeah, if I find it, yeah. Honestly, like, if we're talking to older models, I kinda would like an Eisenhorn model. I did enjoy reading through the series. I'm like, oh, that'd be cool. And I got that G-dubs like propaganda brain where I'm like reading a book. I'm like, oh, wouldn't that be cool to have a model for? Like, no, I gotta stop. Like I was like, oh yeah, these like cool like guerrilla tactical like Tau guys. Maybe it no. It would be fun to, like, if somebody's printed, like, it has like 3D printable Tau helmets, that would be fun to put on other models. Just be like, fuck yeah, you're a Tau auxiliary now. Yippee. Let's go. I don't think they're gonna get special rules if I'm gonna be honest, but I still think like making them your priest would get you more there than you would realize. For sure. Because I mean, like a lot of times they'll just make models that are just like, this is like, they'll have like, this will be a trench pilgrim. And it's not like a unique character, it's just a trench pilgrim for the trench pilgrim faction. Oh fuck, how you doing, Yuki May? Welcome, Yuki Mai, my bad. How's it going, everybody? Welcome. Let me see what you were up to, nerd. You were working, you were doing... Why does Visage sound familiar? Is that like a horror game? But how's it going, everybody? Welcome. How you doing, to Flame X? And how you doing? Moonlit? Thank you for the sub as well. Thank you. How you doing, Yuki Maya? How you doing? Hey, Jay, I recognize you. How you doing, Deep Brick? How you doing, Drunken Leech? And how's it going, Daigo? And how's it going, everybody? Welcome. Wait, no, we're talking about a horror game, Visage. Hello, everybody. If you do not know me, I'm Burnout the Mimic Elf, the miniature painting VTuber of the Nurgle and Skaven variety, and Trench Crusade and Turp 28. Today, I am painting Trench Crusade. Oh, it's still wet. I'm painting Trench Crusade model. Oh, shit. Okay, we're going Mimic mode. Hold on, let me like scoot up a little bit. Hey, there we go. I have pants. Pants confirmed. Hi, hopefully you had a fun time. I've been having a very, very fun time. Blue. Oh, gloomy. I'm sure there'll be no consequences to my actions. John there. There we go. Declared you as second most favorite streamer. Yay! Let's go. Wait, who's your first? Hell yeah, let's go. Moonlit. Oh, that's fair. Come into my stream and you tell your puns? That's fine. I got you. Oh, hey, there we go. Yeah, I gotta do some like touch-ups on the leg where there's like a little bit of chafing. Hold on. He was correct, and then I just shifted it. There we go. I'm gonna like leave that right there. Gently scoots. No, I've let Jay run rampant too late. If I ban Jay for puns now, like it would be very, very silly. Is it comparable to Warhammer? Oh yeah, hold on. I'm gonna show you the picture of a model that I just worked on, and you tell me if this is cool. Tell me if this is cool. This is, mind you, it's a game that encourages a lot of kit bashing, so this has been kit bashed, but this is the Brazen Bull. Hey, it's so good. Have yourself a good night and take it easy, yo. Where's the lab? All right. All right. Does this look cool? Does this look pretty cool? Yay or nay? Yay or nay? Very cool. Hey, let's go. There we go. Then yes. Nailed it. You can also see some other models I've done off to the side for the game. Like here's my War Priest. Looking pretty legit. And then I also got the boy, this lad. I got to play with this lad today, and he fucked up so many models. Dear God, this guy killed 3 dudes on his own. This is a skirmish game too. For killing 3 models in a game is like pretty impressive. Especially because he wasn't killing chumps; he was killing like elites. Yeah, cool as a Kezu cucumber. How do I do the arm wraps? He do be a chunky boy. He is a praetor. In the context of the game, there is a demon faction called this Court of the Seven-Headed Serpent, which is effectively like a court of demons for each of the 7 deadly sins to kind of like bicker and fight amongst each other. He is I built him to be used for both the Lust Court and the Gluttony Court. So he is like the leader unit from my warband. So he's the one that has like all the attacks. He's really, really sturdy. The downside is the army's extremely elite. So by himself, he is about like 1/3 the price of my entire army. Worth it. Absolutely worth it. He flies. He doesn't look like it, but that fucker can fly. And oh boy, that does a lot. if I also make this like a wrapped up thing, that would actually kind of work. A third, yes, indeed. He's got like a really bitchin' sword. He's Natchik's. Okay, for context, whenever a default model attacks, you get 2d6 and you want to try to hit a 7. That's like basically the universal rule. A lot of elites and like faction leaders will get like the really big important units will get like maybe a +1 or +2 to hit. He gets a +3 for melee and ranged, and he can fly. Yes, if he dies though, I absolutely get fucked. He's not that sturdy. Like he's like okay sturdy, but yeah, no. If he gets focus fired and dies, I lose a lot of firepower. It's kind of brutal. So he's not broken. He's not broken or anything. He's just like really, really ungodly, like strong for his points. Many poorly cloned Jesus? Yes, it is. But hey, by consuming the flesh of the Metachrist, you get really, really cool super soldiers and or raving lunatics. But hey, it's like you get some good stuff out of it. It's worth it. Yeah, he's just like, yeah, he just lets it hang. Maybe he doesn't even use his legs when he walks. He just like walks on the tentacles, just like an octopus. Just like fuck yeah, let's go. It's devouring time. Yeah, sometimes both. Yeah, +3 is fucking bonkers. It's really good. Yeah, he's a really good model, and I love him. So I have like a lot more touch-ups to do, but I'm gonna. Fortunately, I am also about to wrap up for the night because I gotta work. Go and get this wrap as well. Tube alone because I'm gonna have to like really go fix that. Why is it? I'm not ending yet. Fuck. Fuck. Actually, yeah, probably once I get the arms at the very least. Yep. Hey, it's all good. It's all good. Get anything built? I've been mucking with Prince. Hey, I mean, sometimes mucking with Prince is fun, to be fair. I spend a lot of time mucking on Prince. I'm definitely gonna need to touch up that side. So, okay. I should clarify too. So the +3 is not a +3 modifier. Whenever a guy gets a bonus or a penalty, you add an additional d6 and keep like the highest. So when he attacks, I roll 5d6 and I keep the highest 2, which usually means I hit. Like, don't worry, it's still very good. And the fact that like when you roll 2 6s, you crit and you get extra damage as well. So he has a much better time at critting compared to other units. And sometimes that matters for big swords. Yeah, it's really spicy. But there's ways to get penalties for guns. If you hide behind cover, you give your opponents negative dice, or if they're too far away, you get negative dice. Melee, if you're really, really scary, your opponents will get negative dice trying to stab you. There's ways to fuck around with dice. Oh, also injuries too. So you don't take HP damage in Trench Crusade. You get blood markers when you accumulate damage, and either your opponent can spend those to make them easier to kill. You basically roll in an injury chart, and when you roll too high, you die. But your opponent can also be like, oh, I don't want your big guy to fuck my shit up. He's got 2 blood markers. So I'm going to spend blood markers to lower his attack by 2 dice. So maybe you live? Maybe you live? Not guaranteed. Does increase the chance significantly. So yeah, it's like a nice little balance of like trying to keep your guys alive, but also trying to inflict more damage on your opponent. Yeah, I got to do that today, Lana. I was, my big boy was in the air, like on top of a building, throwing a grenade down on a guy. So I was rolling 6 dice, and it was really good. I mean, I got to do that in Grail too with the Lord of Tumors, but like, there's a really spicy grenade, which is fun. All right. With that, fortunately, that will be it for the night. So I'm going to pause the music to the chatting screen. Wow. All right, thank you guys for coming. I had a lot of fun. This is this week's schedule. Next week is going to be a little different, so I'm just going to like verbally mention it. On Tuesday, I will be doing some mini painting. I will be mini painting on Tuesday, probably Alchemists. On Wednesday, I'm gonna move movie night to Wednesday. I want to try Wednesday movie night. Thursday, I will be doing Silent Hill 2. So I'm very excited about that. And then on Saturday is going to be my party. Will be a VTuber. Technically, this is I've been a VTuber for 5 years, but I am going to be celebrating on Saturday, which is going to be really, really rad. And then on Sunday, I will also be doing some mini painting. I don't know. Probably more assassins. And yeah, I want to try give it a little bit of extra space between streams. Because I've been doing this for 5 years, I got to try to take care of myself and like reduce burnout. So I'm going to be fucking around with my schedule a little bit in the near future. So heads up for that. And with that, check out the fridge, painted by wonderful people, wonderful halberds. So, movie this week is probably, let's see. I do have a couple of movies ready to go. I'm going to say the movie is probably going to be Captain Kronos Vampire Hunter. Probably Captain Kronos Vampire Hunter. So that'll be it's a movie where a British guy hunts vampires with a katana. So I was recommended by Professor Bloom, so I'm very, very excited about it. Everybody on YouTube, I'm going to cut you nerds loose. So bye-bye, YouTube people. Bye-bye.